Hey, hi, hello. I'm Tiffany Cole. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. And if you are single in 2024 and you're trying to navigate through this wild dating scene and trying to remain sane, here's your home, babes. We're going to discuss topics that helps us navigate through the dating scene and keeping us happy. We should not be stressed over dating, and I'm here to help with that. So if that is you, please like, share, and subscribe. Today's topic is, should the way that you dress tell men how to treat you? There's been this topic that was trending last week, and I want us to take a look at this clip because I think that this clip says a lot about how men think of us. And there was this woman who went to this like speed dating thing that, is trending on YouTube. A lot of people do it. And this man, well, she asked this man, where would he take her for their first date? And this man's response, it was it was interesting, if I must say the least. Let's take a look at the clip and let's talk about this.
You. If you dress like that, we going to the crib first, and then we can do whatever after that. If it depending on how that go, I know you ain't want me to get up here and lie to you.
No, of course not. I don't like liars. But, question. Why would you be taking me to your house?
Shit, what you want to go to a hotel or something?
No.
B&B?
No.
Shit, car sex like that too.
Wait, oh my God. Am I like selling sex to you? I mean, I just feel like, I look good. But
Okay, so I know that the old saying is, don't judge a book by its cover. But is that what men do when they see us the way that we dress? Are they judging us? Are they deciding how they're going to treat us by the way that we dress? I feel that I've had this discussion with my oldest daughter a lot of times, and she hates this topic because she feels that, you know, we should not have to change the way that we dress. And I agree with her. But this comes along with the territory. I told my daughter, when she was in her early 20s, coming out of her teens, she loved to dress, she just loved the skin that she was in, and she just loved to dress in a very sexy type of way, early 20s. I think we've all been there. We probably are still there. We want to dress how we want to dress, whatever makes us feel good. And I understand that. But there was this incident where I was on the phone with her, and there I can hear the man in the background yelling, "Hey," he was yelling, trying to get her attention, and he was yelling all kinds of things. And I'm hearing her, and I'm like, what do you have on? That was my first response. Like, what do you have on? Like, and she got so angry with me because she was like, why does that matter? What do I have on? That does not make it right for him to be yelling these things out at me and this, that, and the other. And I agree with her. But ladies, we have to understand where men are as well, because we need to express the way that we want to be treated, the way that we dress. And I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but I do understand that the way that we dress is the way that a lot of men, and I'm not going to say all, a lot of men treat us the way that we dress. As you've seen in the clip, she had a nice body. She wanted to dress how she wanted to dress, and we cannot blame her for that. I mean, she had a nice body. Who doesn't want to show their body off, And we can't blame the man either, because that's what he saw when he looked at her, and that was the first impression. So he feels that the only place that he can take her is well, I take that back. He didn't say the only place. He said the first place that they were going was either his house, a hotel, even the backseat of the car. I was like, oh my God. And her response was, oh my God, am I selling, you know? But that's the way that he took it by the way that he dressed. And I really want to understand men in this way. You know, can you not, is there a way, are you capable, I'm going to say, of unseeing the way that we are dressed just to focus on our character? If we are on a first date, are you able to, however we showed up to that date, are you capable of actually seeing past that to try to get to know us? Is that possible? And that brings me to the topic of dating apps, right? Okay, so when we are on dating apps, all we see is the image. So whatever pictures you have up there and however you're dressed, that's pretty much all we're going to see, and that's on both sides. So if all you have on your dating app is, you know, pictures of you in very provocative sexy lingerie or clothes, pretty sure when that man scrolls and he sees your pictures and that's all he sees, I'm guessing that's all he's going to think about. And granted, you can be dressed very nice and professional, and men will still just think about that because that is how some men are. But I think overall, the way that we dress shows them how to treat us. And I have another dating app example, and this one is crazy. So, a man, the same man, matched with me and my friend. Okay. And me and her, we always share like dating app stories, or whomever we match with. We kind of laugh about it, make it fun, and this, that, and the other. So we were describing this man, and we was like, oh my God, I matched with him too. So she was telling me a completely different story from what I got from him. What I got from him was very conservative, and the conversation was very nice, and he was appearing to be one of the men whom I would have wanted to go out on another date with or anything like that, because the way that he was talking to me was it was awesome. The man really had good conversation. But what he told her, I was so shocked because he definitely just went in instantly about, your soft lips. Your lips look soft. I bet they can, fill in the blank. He was like, yeah, and um I bet you're a good girl, or are you a bad girl? Like all the types of, disgusting types of, just instantly coming at her with the, what I'm trying to say. So we were sharing that story, and I was like, I can't believe he was that way with you. But when you look at her page, and mind you, she is an awesome woman. But when you look at her page, it's almost like that's what she's advertising. And it hurts me to say this because we should not have to change the way that we dress in order to be treated with respect. If this is what we are comfortable in wearing and what we feel like we look nice in, then don't judge us for that. I think that men should take the time and see what is behind that, because you'll meet some awesome women, and just don't judge them the way that they dress. You have no idea. Some women dress that way because finally they may have reached a goal that they've wanted to reach in regards to body transformation, anything. You just don't know, and to automatically think that okay, they're this way just because the way that they're dressed is so unfair. We do have to understand, ladies, that the way that we dress can come along with the territory. So it's not giving them an excuse, but it's almost like, what can we expect? Because we do know men are very visual. That's 9 times out of 10 what they're thinking about all day. They automatically assume that that is what we are about. The way that we dress, because it's the first thing that people see. And I think people completely ignore the judging books by its cover. We are showing people who we are because if we think about it, the way that we dress is an expression of us. So, what are we expressing when we dress a certain way? And the only reason that I'm mentioning that is because I believe that we are walking promotions of who we are, the way that we feel, the way that we dress. And again, I believe that it's unfair for men to automatically assume certain things because of the way that we dress. But I do believe that we should expect certain things just because we know how the world operates. I really want to be able to understand men in this situation. Like, why is it that the way that you think? Why is it, that way? Why don't you take the time out to actually, get to know that person? Why would you assume that just because she's dressed that way, that is who she is? And I kind of think that that is one of the struggles in dating. They see what you are at face value and they don't take the time out to actually get to know you, and then there's problems there. But should we fix this, or should it matter? Because at the end of the day, we should not want to change who we are and how we express ourselves just to get into a relationship or just to elevate on the dating scene. We are who we are, and I think that we need to actually be mature enough to be able to take the time out to get to know people before we make that judgment. But I am interested in knowing what everybody thinks. So please comment on this, because this was an interesting topic for me. I really felt bad for the woman in the video because, as she said, and I think the longer version on the video is on YouTube, she was like, what am I, do I look like I'm selling? Well, that might be bad. Am I selling to you? And the man was clear. He was like, do you want me to get up here and lie to you? And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I really am interested in knowing both sides. Women, how do you feel about the fact that men think this way? And men, what is it? Can you look past that and try to get to know us? Just let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. And I thank you so much again for watching my channel. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, babes. 'Cause I don't want this simple life.